Hey everybody, and welcome to a new episode for 2018 of Top Rope TV. I'm the man with the news and the views, Ken Stryker, and we got a huge show for 2018, and we're going to, later on in this show, remember the different wrestlers, managers of the professional wrestling business that we lost in 2017, and we also have some very sad news that we'll save for the end of the show. But first, let's go with the news and views. WWE is having a mixed tag team tournament called the Mixed Match Challenge. And Raw has announced its first tag team. It's the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman, teaming with the Raw Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss. Not to be outdone, SmackDown announced its first tag team for the Mixed Match Challenge. And that is the team of the glorious Bobby Roode and the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair. Now, this tournament is huge amongst the WWE. The winning tag team will win over $100,000 that will go to the charities of their choice. And this will be all done on Facebook Live right before Raw and SmackDown. And it's going to start on January 16th. So look forward to a lot of new tag teams being formed representing both Raw and SmackDown. So I'm actually looking very much forward to this because I'm a huge mixed tag team fan. Speaking of the Mixed Match Challenge, a huge announcement by WWE has announced that WWE Hall of Famer, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix, will be one of the 3 commentators for the Mixed Match Challenge, along with Michael Cole and Corey Graves. But this is huge that the Hall of Famer is making her first WWE on-air appearance since the Hall of Fame induction. WWE Cruiserweight Champion Enzo Amore was rushed to the hospital Monday for symptoms of the flu. It caused him to cancel his match against Cedric Alexander for the Cruiserweight title. Instead, Cedric teamed with Goldust to take on Drew Gulak and Daivari in an impromptu tag team match. Now, Enzo went to the hospital early in the day and then checked himself out to make himself back in time for Monday Night Raw. But WWE officials would not let him compete under the condition that he was in. But despite everything that Enzo has been through, this is very sad for him. So, speedy recovery to Enzo, and hopefully by Monday, we'll have our Cruiserweight Championship match. SmackDown Women's Champion, former SmackDown Women's Champion, I apologize, Becky Lynch returned to SmackDown Live this past Tuesday night after she got done filming The Marine 6 with The Miz and WWE Hall of Famer, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Now, Raw has announced that this coming Monday night, the former Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, will return. And I can't wait to see that because the Miztourage seemed a little bit lost under the tutelage of Elias. Now, I'm a huge Elias fan, but I think the man who walks needs to walk alone and away from the Miztourage. Impact Wrestling Knockout Women's Champion Laurel Van Ness took part in a recent interview with the Orlando Sentinel where she discussed various topics, including getting into the wrestling business, the responsibility of being a champion, her favorite theme park rides, and more. When Laurel's contract status with Impact Wrestling was brought up, Laurel noted that she's currently under contract with the company until June of 2018, presumably shooting down reports that she had requested her release at the last set of TV tapings in Ottawa, Canada, just before she won the Knockout Women's Championship. Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore has announced that the promotion will be holding a huge tournament to crown a brand new House of Hardcore Twitch TV champion. It'll take place on January 26th at the 2300 Arena, more famously known as the ECW Arena in South Philadelphia. And there is a huge tournament bracket created of various wrestlers from across the business. Luchasaurus will take on Mac Cross and Willie Mack. Crazy Steve will take on Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Brian Cage will face a mystery opponent. Matt Riddle will take on former WWE 205 Live star Austin Aries. Dan Maff will take on Ace Romero. Kevin Cross will take on ECW's own Lil Guido. Former NXT superstar Bull James will take on Eddie Kingston. Lucha star and also former WWE star and former ECW star Super Crazy will take on the Miz's former protege Alex. Oh, I'm sorry. I had that the wrong name. It's Alex Reynolds. I guess I'm a little bit of an Alex fan from back in the day in his final days in NXT. But still, moving on. Victoria will take on Kenny of the Spirit Squad. And finally, Mikey of the Spirit Squad will take on former WWE and Impact Wrestling star Swoggle. The event itself is being streamed in full on Twitch and will be headlined by Tommy Dreamer and Badass Billy Gunn with a mystery person in their corner taking on NWA World Champion Nick Aldis and Joey Mercury with the franchise Shane Douglas in their corner. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I got a little hyped over that tournament, so we're going to take a break right now and take you to the Fenceman exclusive, who is bringing us a very special update on a story we broke here at Top Rope TV back in 2017. So, Alan, take it away, buddy.
Yo, this is the Fenceman here with this week's Top Rope TV Fenceman exclusive. This week, we were back up at the dungeon up in Blanton. I know we were up here a couple months ago too, but I wanted to follow up with some young, promising wrestler that's new into the wrestling business, just to follow up with him on how his career is going, and just another look at some more insights on the pro wrestling business. I know not a lot of times people actually get to see what goes on in becoming a pro wrestler, but part of it is I want to let you guys know that being a pro wrestler isn't that easy. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and because you gotta know what you're doing when you get in the ring. You can't just get in the ring and just wing it. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of practice, a lot of discipline, and not many people realize that. That's the whole point of this episode and the last episode I did there, is to show people that pro wrestling isn't really that easy, that it takes a lot of work. You got to be in sync with your opponent. You got to plan. There's a lot of planning that goes and it's involved, because if you mess up, someone could get hurt. That's why when you get in that ring, you got to know what the fuck you're doing. Seriously, yeah, because if you don't know what you're doing, someone can get hurt. Wrestling business, it's a lot of psychology, in-ring psychology, and it's telling a story with your body. From the second the music hits and you walk out to the ring till you walk back, you're telling a story. You're telling a story with your body. So that's what the wrestling business is all about. That it's like one big story that you're telling with your body. So when people just watch on TV and be like, yeah, it's easy, anybody could do this, well, that ain't true, because I've actually trained in the ring a few times myself, and let me tell you, it's nothing like I expected. It takes a lot. It takes a toll on your body, and You actually have to learn how to do the moves, because if you want to learn how to play the game, you gotta get trained. So, without further ado, here we go up at the dungeon up in Blanton, PA. So this is the Fence Man here. I'm here with Matt. We interviewed him here on Top Rope TV a couple months ago, towards the beginning of his training. Now we're here to follow up with him again, and as you guys will see, a little bit of footage of him in the ring. Now, Matt, what have you been doing with your training so far since last time you were on the show?
It's been great. Coming along very nicely. Like I said, learning all the different talent that's come through here. I just saw Cortez Castro come through here. He's a good help. The best brothers are always a good help. Anybody who's willing to get some good training, I suggest coming to the dungeon here and playing it. You'll learn a lot. So,
okay. So, what kind of stuff have you learned so far? Putting down from the last time?
Everything from just your basic, your basic holds, suplexes, just everything that you would imagine. Bring psychology, because the technology is the key to everything that makes everything work in the ring. Without having a good head on your shoulders, it doesn't matter how many moves you know. Honestly, the more moves you know, it actually gets more complicated. Less is more in this business. So, like I said, it's all about the people. You get the people going, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's very important. Being less is better, so you keep it simple, as you like to say. Yep. So any promotions you're looking to go through with training?
I mean, right now, I am doing a few, I'm still doing also doing new stuff. We also have some shows coming up for AXW. We also have Outbreak coming up. We have Stellar Pro Wrestling coming up next year. So there's a lot of different promotions out there. So check them out. There's in Temple, Pennsylvania, Amherst, PA, and Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Check out Stellar Pro, Outbreak Pro Wrestling, and then also AXW. So those are the three. I think everybody, if they want good pro wrestling, definitely check those three out.
Absolutely, and I know CCW is another one.
Yeah, CCW is a good one.
Rob Knox.
Yeah, Rob Knox is always been an awesome show.
Yeah, absolutely. I know, like I've done something before plenty of times. Yeah. Very knowledgeable person. Stuff. I know Mark Best actually is in my CCW show. So it's all one big wrestling family, and like we're all working together to help each other out. Yeah. Thanks for being here, man. It's really, by the way, I like your shirt, Cactus Jack. Dude, he's been through some hardcore matches, dude.
Thank you.
We're good.
So this part here, like, how can I make that better? All right, then we can add that. But then if you make this part really good, right? Everything else, right, has to go up too. You can't go like, you can go high and then it drop low, right? You know what I mean? When you're building the full finishes, right? So then maybe you think, maybe the superplex is the very last thing because that's the most high impact, right? Yeah, okay. What if we haven't even gone up there yet? Yeah, exactly. So it's like, what if the super kick is more like kind of out of nowhere type of thing? It's like, okay, could we add a little scramble pin? One, two, kick out, boom! That's it. You know what I mean? It's like,
One, two, big.
yeah. But then again, like if you don't react to it, if you don't sit down and react to it, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Pop back up, pick the guy up, shoot him off, like, it's like there where Dickies went down there.
One, two.
Yeah. Yeah. Let him take that ride with you, that moment of like, I thought that was it too.
How do you kick out of that?
Yeah.
That's one of my best moves.
Like I was in Puerto Rico and I worked with this guy, Ray Gonzalez, and he was like, it's like the whole Tony there. And I never wrestled with him before, I was intimidated. It's like the main event, they don't call anything at all. So I didn't even know he was in the building. He worked several locker rooms. So like he gets to the ring and he's just standing there. He looks at me and he goes, you have to meet, you look tan. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, go to the people. And I was like, go to the people. So I just kind of like turned around. I was like, whatever. And then he like kind of made
here at the Dungeon for an exclusive outlook on professional wrestling and professional wrestling training. I'm here right now with Ricky Brady. Right over there. That's cool. So, when you decided to get into pro wrestling?
When I was like 5 or 6 years old, I just decided that's what I wanted to do.
Okay, that's cool. How long have you been wrestling for?
This year, 2018, will be 19 years.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Any notable achievements at all, or anything you know of?
Yeah, I mean, wrestled all over the world, Japan, Mexico, Puerto Rico. Wrestled the Tokyo Dome, Arena, Mexico, Underground, Ring of Honor.
Oh, nice. How long did you decide to get into being a pro wrestling trainer?
I'm not really a trainer. I mean, I just this is the place I come to train and work out on a weekly basis. Just some of the guys kind of ask my opinion on some stuff, and I just whatever experience that I've had or accomplished, and try to have ideas for drills. Trained in Mexico, Japan, and stuff. I just go on different stuff.
Yeah, it's good for especially for young guys to share your knowledge with them at all, or just share your experiences and that's what it's all about. Anything else you want to add at all? Thanks for coming, and thanks for tuning in to Top Rope TV's Fenceman exclusive.
Right? Come out, strut, kid tries to touch you, back away. You're the bad guy. Forget it. Right? Yeah. Just that little kid trying to touch you. Right? Keep walking. You hear one boo? Tell him, hey, just shut up. More boos? Oh, you guys are boo me? Go on the ring and get mad? Hey, who do you think we're going? Who sucks? You! What? Now you're mad, right? Alright. Then this guy comes out, music pops, he fucking comes out, takes a step out, plays some ape shit, and I'm like, nigga, fuck you, this fucking asshole. Alright, fucking walk up, take a headlock, shoot, tackle me, boom, I fall to the floor, I'm down, I'm like, whoa. I wasn't ready. Right? Grab, you know how to shut your mouth. there was a reason.
next day, like, all right.
So there was a reason for the angle, right?
And then the next day they come back home and shit.
Then you just figured it out for yourself. There was a reason for that, right? But when they came out to hype up the show, why would they be angry?
They're the fucking champions.
Right. And they were the bad guys, right? Yeah.
They were the main event. They were the ones going home and taking
They were making the most money. They had all the titles.
They're taking your girl home tonight.
Yeah. When they didn't have the titles, or when Magnum threw them around or beat them up, or Dusty beat them up, then they were angry, right? So that was a reason. Other than that, why would you be angry to come out? You're the bad guy. Yeah.
By the next day they did
Overconfident. That's the first thing. Every time he came out, he was looking around with his heart. Why not? Good job. Get up. And his job is to put me down. So then when you reverse those roles as a heel, you need that good guy to constantly get up. So then you can work both ends. That's how I became a big because I knew what I wanted as a heel. So when I cut the guy off and turn around and he just laid on the ground like a starfish, I'm like, get up. I'm not going to pick you up, but I'll just stomp you until you get up. If I pick you up and slap you and go for cover and then bend down and pick you up, what am I doing? Right? I'm working. Right? Yeah. My job is to put me down.
Yeah, you want him on the back again for you.
Yeah, right. So you pick him up. Yeah. So as a good guy, I would take the heat, hit the cutoff, boom, and then stand up. And then you would hit me. But I would just stand there and get hit. I thought, oh, let me get out of this corner. And then when the heel grabbed me, throw me in the corner and beat me up. Boom, the rest of the company needs you to hold your end up, or all the rest of us gotta come in. That's why bad matches bother me. Because it's not a matter of I don't get the crowd up. It's just how much more could I have gotten the crowd up if they actually gave a shit about the rest of the show they're watching. Or half of them leave already in the show. I'm just not a selfish person. I just want everyone to do well. You know, and just people don't want to take that extra second to like think about it.
Okay, now that you guys got to see this week's episode of Top Rope TV up at the dungeon, hope you guys learned something from it and were able to take something back from it. So this way you guys could see a little bit more about the pro wrestling business, stuff that you do not see on TV or stuff that you do not see when you go to a show, but the real look at professional wrestling from the actual realism part of it, so you guys could actually see what goes on to become a pro wrestler and how it isn't as easy as you think it would be. So, but wrestling is definitely like something you got to be passionate about. You got to be willing to pay your dues. You got to be willing to work hard, and nobody starts from the top. Just because you walk into a wrestling school does not mean by a long shot you're going to get picked up by WWE or one of the big federations. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of discipline, a lot of dedication, and yes, sacrifice. Because nobody starts out on top in anything, neither is the wrestling business. Almost, in order to do well in the wrestling business, you got to have a passion for it and a love for the game. Because if you don't have a love for it, you're not going to do well at all. You're going to fall off because there's a lot of disappointment on the way, and you just got to stay focused on it and keep your mindset, because in order to do well in it, you just got to keep at it. Some people make it, some people don't, but the main thing is you got to love what you're doing. And it's all about having fun in wrestling, or as like my man Johnny Logan always says, rest fun ling. Hashtag rest fun ling. Mainly because having fun in wrestling is what it's all about. And you know the guys that are the most successful at it, they're successful because they're having fun. They're actually out there. Yeah, they could actually get the crowd behind them, eating out of the palm of their hand. That's how you know, because like even like a good heel, they could get the whole crowd to boo them. That's a success. to be a heel and get the whole crowd booing you, or to be a babyface and be able to get pops. Well, that's what the wrestling business is all about. It's all about the fans, all about entertaining the fans, and just putting on a good show, giving the fans what they want to see, and just either being a good heel or a good babyface, or just being the best you can be. Yeah, I just want to take this time to thank the Mest brothers of the Dungeon up in Blanton, PA, for letting us come and do this Fenceman exclusive of Top Rope TV over at the Dungeon. This way, you guys can actually see that there's a lot that goes into becoming a pro wrestler. It's just not as simple as getting in the ring and just doing it. It's you got to actually get trained and know what you're doing in order to make it in the wrestling business. So, with that said, if any of you guys are interested in being trained to become a professional wrestler, definitely the Dungeon is a great opportunity to train. You could look it up online or look it up on Facebook. Look up the Dungeon. Also, you could comment below, and I check the comments on here every once in a while. So if you guys say that you're interested in learning how to become a pro wrestler, just comment below, and I'll comment back with the information for the Dungeon, so you can learn how to get trained there at the Dungeon Pro Wrestling School. Also, Rob Noxious, he does have a really good pro wrestling training program too, associated with Classic Championship Wrestling, CCW. And again, I could provide that information for you as well if you'd be interested in being trained by Rob Noxious and CCW. So anyways, it was awesome to come to you guys this week, and thanks for tuning in. And again, if you want to get trained, just comment below, and I can provide to you the contact information for the Mest brothers up at the Dungeon, or also Rob Noxious at Fort Noxious Training School with CCW Wrestling. So without further ado, thanks for tuning in, guys. Also, this is a public service announcement too for this really awesome organization. You guys may have seen posts on Facebook all over the place, but there's this new really cool organization in town. It's called DOPE, Doing Our Part Eclectically. Yeah, these people go out of their way to serve the community. You may have seen us down in Center City by City Hall doing a Feed the Homeless thing this past weekend, and we did that a few weekends ago too. We got one coming up later, so you can keep track and follow us at on our website at www.wedope.org. That's www.wedope.org, or you can look us up on Facebook at www.facebook.com/dope people doing dope things. That's DOPE capital, people lowercase, doing dope all capital things. So that's facebook.com/dope people doing dope things. And just want to give you some background. Doing Our Part Eclectically is a 501c3 nonprofit, and the mission of DOPE is strengthen local communities through social, economic, education, and health services, leadership development, and advocacy. So just, again, if you want, just look us up online and see what we got going on. And you can support us by liking us on Facebook and just coming out to some of our events that we do to help people and help the community. Again, our Facebook fan page is www.facebook.com/dope people doing dope things. And our website is www.wedope.org. Again, that's www.wedope.org. And Facebook, www.facebook.com/dope people doing dope things. And then again, look that up because it's a great organization. We're feeding the homeless. We're adopting grandparents at local nursing homes around the holidays. And just plenty more stuff where that comes from. But the best way to follow along with it is to go and like us on Facebook so you can see all that we're doing and all that we're doing for the community. And thanks, guys, for tuning in. And for those interested, DOPE will be holding another Feed the Homeless event. That's on Saturday, January 13th from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Dilworth Park at 1 South 15th Street in Philadelphia, PA, 19102. And that's at Dilworth Park in Philadelphia, PA. And it's Saturday, January 13th from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Come on out, bring food donations, bring clothing donations as well, and use this time to help support people that are in need, that need food and clothes. I know it's cold out there, so if you can, bring some winter clothes.
Thank you, Alan. And at this time, we bring you the segment that makes you think, that makes you laugh, that can make you cry. We bring to you the short segment. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Top Rope Wrestling flashback match of the night. And it is a personal favorite since it's been over 2 years since we've seen this match. And it is for the Top Rope Wrestling Tag Team Championship. It's triple threat action as Eddie Blackwater teamed with Chad. As the tag team champions, they defended against Yams the Working Man and Ryan Vox, as well as Indy's favorite tag team, the Gunners.
Yes, sir, you got it. You heard the man, folks. You ready for this one? Tag Team Wrestling action for the new Top Rope Wrestling Tag Team Championship. You guys hyped? Yeah! You guys excited? Yeah! Let's do this thing then. The following contest is a triple threat tag team matchup to determine the new Top Rope Wrestling Tag Team Champions. in Mexico. There we go. Do it, baby, do it! Yeah!
Maybe these guys can actually slap the stupid out of Team Bow.
These guys have no ratings, I'm telling you.
Well, the Gunners are a highly decorated tag team.
Yeah.
Titles everywhere they've gone. Ty Reno, a former Loco heavyweight champion. Ty has done it all. Oh! It's the Gary from the corner. Blackie climbing to the top.
Going to the top.
Royal Airline coming
Bring
up.
them up.
Sidewalk slam.
Leg-
Oh! Sidewalk
highly
slam. Leg
impressive
drop
move.
from the top combination.
recount. Oh, it's
Ryan
broken up.
boxing with the
Chad
save.
Bravo and Ryan Box.
Absolutely unbelievable. Now working on that wrist. King Blackie making a royal tour around the world.
That's right. King Blackie here with the Garvin stomp. And he
Tag made it,
exposed the
Ty
appendage
Reno.
of Eddie. He's working over.
We got a double team, double Irish whip.
Oh, super kick.
Shades of the Rockers. Oh, Pie go for the pin.
Look at this.
Eddie
Broken up
Koloff
by both
distracted,
teams.
but pin was broken up by both Chad and Ryan.
I'll tell you what, you got to feel bad for official in a matchup like this. He's got to have eyes in the back of his head and the side of his head.
Yeah, in all my time as a referee, I have never done a triple threat tag team match. Six-man tag team matches are bad enough, but the chaos that goes on in this kind of a match, it's unbelievable.
Absolutely.
But fortunately, referee Eddie Koloff has some experience in chaos. He was the lead official in the Christmas Chaos match
I'm in the
last
waist
month.
lock.
Ryan going for a waist lock.
Like Ty Reno just broke out.
Tyrino. Oh!
You go.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, no.
Back suplex on
Suplex
Ryan Box.
Folded him in half with a release German suplex. Threw him halfway across the ring. Vox trying desperately to make his way to Yams, but Reno saw it going down and dragged him to the far corner of the ring.
And Mr. Shadow just had to drag Eddie into his corner as the head scissors in the ropes on Ryan.
And I could be mistaken, but I believe that's also called a noogie.
And there goes the wedgie to follow.
He's going to need a lot of pain.
Now I got a question. Is Eddie Koloff going to disqualify the Gunners if they decide to go
What's going
for a
on?
early springboard back kick?
Well, that might be the 10 count in that case. They'd get counted out.
Chopping.
Takes a while.
Nonsense out of Ryan Box.
Relay Thunder!
Blackie driving all the wings all the wind out of the lungs of Ryan Vox, and now look at this.
It looks like he's tuning up the band.
But Vox
Ryan
made it to the corner.
Oh, he looks like he just immobilized the working man.
Yes, he did.
Got a sitting armbar. Blackie. Vicious kicks from Tyrino.
You can say it by me. It's okay. Oh,
Nice
brutal
senton.
senton.
Tag into Chad Bravo.
Chad makes a tag in there.
Reno made the tag to
Oh,
Chad.
yeah,
you
two
kidding me?
count.
No. Chad is trying to stay on Yams, the working man. You want to keep him
headlock by
down.
Chad Bravo.
That is a Yams totally red. Makes you wonder if that's a headlock or a choke.
It's a headlock, all right.
Nice
And that's a belly-to-back suplex if I ever saw one.
And vicious too.
Very nice.
Let's face it, Chad goes about 160, 165 pounds. Yams, easily 3 bills. Big man, a lot of power
I'm
there.
putting him at 320 at least.
Oh, God, what a power
Vicious
slam.
power slam. But you know what? In my opinion, that was a
Wow.
mistake on Yams' part. He's been blown up and double teamed. He needs to make that tag,
Chad-
get Ryan in there.
Looks like he's in a
take the
daze
edge off.
somewhere.
I don't know. You hit a big move like that, that can end the match at any time.
Uh-oh. He's hawking up. He's hawking up.
Was that a Hadouken?
Yes, it was.
All I know is Chad's using that speed to control Yams right now. Big back elbow to the point of the chin.
Nice running back elbow. Eddie makes the tag in. Oh!
Drop kick into the corner, into the referee.
Ryan's down. Eddie's
Referee's
down.
been knocked
Fox
out.
is down. Eddie, and now Eddie calling in Yam. They're calling in the gun as
What
the
are they
double
going to do
team
without
Yam.
a referee? Oh, looks like he's getting
This is
up.
a triple team right here.
Wait, Chad's got the
Triple team
Singapore
on the record
cage.
man.
And we got a double team. Eddie, he's up. Oh, and there we go. And
Oh, no!
Chad
He hit his
missed
own
the
partner!
Singapore cage.
Oh, my
He
God.
hit Eddie. My God.
What is his partner going to say about this after he finds out?
Oh my God. Ty. Black hole slam. Double stop from the top. Ty makes the pin. 1, 2, 3. We got new tag team champions.
The Gunners! Looks like Tyrino and Blackie have pulled it off.
The winners of the match and new Top Rope Wrestling Champion, Tag Team Champions, the Gunners!
Absolutely unbelievable. The Gunners adding another set of championships to their storied career.
Yep. I told you these guys were going to do it. They're just that damn dumb good.
They won. They won. Mr. Shadow letting in a Chad. Unbelievable. Did we not call it though? Did we not call it? We said the Gunners were going to walk away with the title. We both called it. Doubt if you had any idea.
Well, you know, the Gunners obviously had the experience going into the matchup. As you said, a storied career. But, no, you never know in a situation like this.
Exactly.
Uh-oh, looks like Mr. Shadow's going off.
Mr. Shadow looking. Yeah, that's right. That's right. New tag team champ. Woo!
Right here.
I know I'm supposed to be a commentary and biased, but I can't help it.
Tyrino.
The Gunners are one of my favorite tag teams.
Congratulations, man.
None over here. None over here. Woo!
What's going on over here?
Hey. Well, it's kind of hard to get out over that side. The ring's like really close to that wall, so.
Yeah.
Hey! 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 You guys look! What happened? The boss. The boss is loving this.
I went to go get a snack.
Whoa!
Wow!
Wow!
Hey, you screwed up. Hey. He screwed up. This is why this is going on.
I guess you could say Team Bow is Team Over. Splitsville. Oh! Oh!
Wow, vicious Singapore cane shot. Chad Bravo. Oh, oh my God! Beating him like a church mouse. Oh my God! Can we get some security out here?
He is lighting up everything. Oh my God! It's like the darkness and Eddie and Bill Wilson. He is striking everything they move. We need security immediately.
And what an incredible triple threat match that was, with the Gunners picking up the victory and Eddie just snapping and turning into the creature that we know from CZW. But moving on, ladies and gentlemen, right now we are going to pay tribute to those wrestlers that have passed away over the year of 2017. And we'd like to thank them and know that they're looking down upon everybody in the industry and know that the business is going to live on through everyone that they have inspired. So, we're ending on a very somber note tonight on Top Rope TV. I am saddened to report that with 2018 just starting, we have already lost one of the all-time greats in the wrestling business. Earlier today, I learned that former Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling superstar Mountain Fiji has passed away. She's battled many different health problems over the years, and a cause of death at this time has not been announced. But Mountain Fiji was featured on the Glow Women's Wrestling organization throughout the 80s that inspired the Netflix TV series. So it is with sad at this time that we say goodbye to the original Glamazon, the original queen of the ring, Mountain Fiji. And you can catch Mountain Fiji in all her memories when you watch the Glow documentary on Netflix. So, we hang our hats and we say goodbye with a 10-bell salute. As we end this week's Top Rope TV, I'm Ken Stryker. For Alan Fenstermaker, Marvelous Mike Dalton, Eaton Short, and Johnny himself, we say to you, keep your wrestling in a headlock.